Lace up your hiking boots, pack your bags, and let's hit the road. I'm about to show you Minnesota's North Shore like you've never seen it before. Join me as we explore wild waterfalls, picture-perfect parks, serene scenery, and of course, delicious food. Whether you're planning your first or 40th visit, this video is going to show you why a trip to the shore is always a good idea. Our journey kicks off at the stunning Palisade Head rock formation, but first, a word from our sponsor. It's time to open new doors. It's time for new beginnings. It's time to take the next step. It's time to look ahead to tomorrow and time to embrace the possibilities of today. Serdar Partners Realty. It's time to come home.
All right, we're about 100 miles from the Canadian border. Our first stop is at a place called Palisade Head. Check out some of these insane rock formations here.
We spent about an hour here taking in the amazing views of Lake Superior, but then it was time to head to Grand Marais and set up camp at the Hungry Hippie Hostel. This place was insanely cool. It was like a farm, a campground, and a hostel all in one. I seriously can't wait to stay there again. Day 2 began with a search for breakfast in the charming tourist town of Grand Marais. It's home to unique stores, restaurants, and a stunning shoreline that offers picture-perfect views. We hiked along the rocks to see a few landmarks and then went to chow down at a place called the Blue Water Cafe.
All right, here it is. Breakfast from the Blue Water Cafe. You've never seen a sandwich like this in your life. We've got a cinnamon roll on top, grilled, cinnamon roll grilled on the bottom as well. We've got what looks to be an omelet stuffed in the middle. Got some onions in there, some hash browns, all American cheese. Oh, this thing smells so ridiculously good. I was trying to eat healthy on this trip, and then I saw this on the menu. Had to get it. Pow! It's stupidly delicious. The combination was sweet and savory, absolutely blowing my mind. Calorie overload. The eggs are cooked perfectly. The ham inside has a real nice flavor to it. Cinnamon roll. I would love to eat one of these cinnamon rolls without the sandwich. Great glazed topping. Incredibly moist. Everything on the menu looked really good too. But this, the egg sandwich with the cinnamon bun roll, really good.
We then headed down south to the town of Silver Bay to begin our next hike.
All right, our next stop is taking us to Tettegouche. It's supposed to be one of the cooler parks in the state.
This was my first time visiting Tettegouche, and I was blown away by its beauty, size, and its infinite amount of postcard-worthy views and lookouts. We spent about 4 hours exploring the park, hiking through its lush terrain, admiring its beautiful waterfalls, and climbing what felt like 1,000 steps. Pictures and videos do not do this park justice. You really have to experience it for yourself. We then made moves to our new campground on Black Beach, but first had to stop by the Northwoods Family Grill to try one of their delicious and award-winning Cajun burgers.
All right, for the first hike of day 3, we're doing something called the Twin Lakes Trail, also known as hitting Bean and Bear Lake.
I had first seen Bean and Bear Lake on Instagram, but pictures could not prepare me for just how massive and beautiful the trail was. We didn't see any bears, but we did get to take in some amazing viewpoints of the lakes. The trail may be a bit of a challenge to beginners, so make sure to bring plenty of food and water. We actually got lost for about an hour due to the park map being a little lacking.
And that's that for day 3 of our North Shore adventure. Absolutely tapped and zapped. The day was exhausting. Didn't get to hit all the spots I wanted to, but hey, who cares? We had so much fun. I'm burnt out, fried, the dog is exhausted. We're both ready to pass out. We're gonna make a little Jiffy Pop on the bonfire here and then zonk out. There's supposed to be storms tonight. Fingers crossed they stay out of our path. And there's also supposed to be a bear just a couple hundred yards down yonder. Somebody said yonder. You don't hear that kind of talk in the cities.
Our journey home began with a morning filled with rainbows, sun, and a lot of wind.
For our morning walk, we've gone to Black Beach. And because we're staying at the Black Beach campground, well, the beach is only a few steps away. Some really cool rock formations out here.
We still had 2 more destinations to hit before going home, and our first is the spectacular Split Rock Lighthouse in Two Harbors.
All right, from the parking lot, it only took about 5 minutes to get an awesome view of Split Rock Lighthouse. This is incredible. Check out the shore, some more incredible rock formations out in the water. Just in awe of this entire area.
Before we chow down at 2 of the North Shore's most popular restaurants, we're working up an appetite at Gooseberry Falls. This place is a nature lover's dream, and it's really easy to hike all the falls if you've only got a short amount of time. Lunchtime. Let's see who really has the best slice of pie in the North Shore.
All right, we just got a fat sack of food from Rustic Inn Cafe. Y'all know we gotta try the pie first. Ooh, it's hot! Oh, it's hot pie! Oh my god! This is the caramel apple pecan. Get a load of this. This thing looks messy, messy. Definitely getting a piece of the apple in there, grabbing a piece of pecan, and grabbing a piece of that pie. Pow. Fresh AF. Warm, gooey. The apples, oh, they've got that perfect, like, how do you even describe it? Like, kind of caramelized texture to them. This thing is like turned into soup. Everything about this is so good. Gigantic chunks of apple. The pie crust itself, very crispy, very flaky. When I think of pie, this is what I'm thinking of. Warm, crisp, delicious, big, heavy. Y'all, Rustic Inn Cafe, you guys knocked it out of the park. Y'all, check out the absolute insane size of this Rachel sandwich. This could feed a family of 3, no joke. There's like 4 pounds of potatoes in this thing. All right, it's going down here on the shores of Lake Superior and here at the world famous, well, at least North Shore famous, Betty's Pies. I went with the Great Lakes pie. They said this one, I think, had strawberries, raspberries, apples, and rhubarb. Absolutely loving that combination. Whoop, there's a bee trying to sting me. Here we go. Check it out. Great Lakes! Ooh, okay. This, right off the bat, this pie, this piece, it's a lot more uniform than Rustic Cafe. That was more of like someone had dumped pie into the container. Here we got a much more uniform triangle wedge slice. Yeah, it does not look sloppy at all. Not hot, looks to be, feels like room temperature, so to speak. Pow. Ooh, getting those crumbs everywhere. Oh, wow. Right away, the power of the fruit. Overwhelming. Kicks you right in the mouth, slaps you upside your tongue. Really, really creamy fruit filling. I love the crumble on top. Brown sugary, nice crunch to it. Oh, looks like some blackberries at the bottom there. This is gonna be a tough one. It's hard to even pit them head to head because Rustic Cafe and Betty's Pies, the types of pies are incredibly different. Rustic Inn, it's hot, it's moist, it's fresh out the oven. Here, cool, refrigerated, obviously different ingredients. It's a tie. If you come to the North Shore, you have to get a piece of pie from both. Hands down, no cap. I'm not just saying that to play fair. I absolutely love this piece of pie. I think if I did have to choose one, I love the pie from Betty's Pie just a little bit more. But that's just because I like the fruit flavor a lot more than I like just apples and pecans. This, you've just got so many different flavors going on with the different variety of berries in here. Yeah, this takes the cake, or takes the pie. And that's that. I have arrived home, about to take a much needed shower, chow down on some of the snacks and goodies that I picked up along the way, and figure out my next adventure. Thank you so much to everybody that watched this video. I hope you learned a little something about what the North Shore has in store for you, and maybe I even inspired a few of you to check out the North Shore yourselves. I know that I was beyond impressed. Truly can't say enough about how cool it was. I'm Brent Tim. This was Snack Chat live in the North Shore, and I'm saying ciao for now.